Let's hope this one works this time. There we go. The Collingwood Football Club. They were once the most feared team in the AFL. They had a great team once in 2023. Their forward line just could not be stopped that year. They had Bobby Hill, Brody Myercheck. They had Mason Cox. They've had so many good players on that team. And now it's 2026. This is basically looking like the end of an era for the Magpies. As it seems the Collingwood Football Club probably look like they are nowhere to be seen in the top 8. They've massively fell off this year. And now we are ready to rebuild Collingwood, but at the end of the season, we are going to be saying goodbye to the older players. And probably some of the not so really good players. Like, as we'll be ushering in a new era at Collingwood. We'll promote Sullivan to the senior list. Jadski's re-signed for the Pies. Just think he once worked on the toilet. Colin Puncher have also re-signed for the Pies. So is Crisp. But, hey, Riley, just doing a Collingwood rebuild, but this time it's basically starting. It's going to be starting up life after the older players have all retired. Anyways, we're moving on. Let's simulate to round 10. See if Collingwood could still be a really good team. It is certainly a big game for yourself on Saturday. Broadview are going to be versing Kilburn. And also this is a big game for my just a big game for my team. Got Salisbury coming up. My boys got Salisbury coming up. Also, I think this could potentially end up being my farewell Raggies tour. This could be potentially my farewell Raggies tour. Because I was going to wait and see how now my coaches are looking to do at the end of the season. And after that, I can decide what I want to do from there. Whether I want to stay at the Raggies or become a commentator or do one more season playing for the Broady Tigers. We'll just get past the mid-season draft. Yeah, I might make a trade. We could do by then. Or possibly as an unrestricted free agent or something like that. Or possibly possibly even as a restricted free agent. Well, looks like Things are almost kind of not going Collingwood's way. 7th on the ladder right now. Just lost to Brisbane in the final round. We've got a playing game coming. We've got a playing game coming up. We're going to be versing the Gold Coast Suns. See if we can make finals or not. We don't make the finals. This is well and truly the end of an era at Collingwood. Yeah, it was a bit of a hard think in that one between Kilburn and Broadview. It's kind of a bit like the decision, similar to the LeBron James one of 2010, but except LeBron took his talents to South Beach. And speaking of Collingwood, Scott, and thinking of talents, Scott Pendlebury just taking his talents to retirement, as his AFL days are finished. First up, we're doing a deal with Melbourne. We'll send Jack Crisp and pick 54 to Melbourne for pick 66 and a future first and second round picks. Oh no, we just missed out on the chance to sign Mitchell Ellis. As the Western Bulldogs have got him in free agency. I don't need any more key forwards. Probably not yet for Ben King because, well, we need to trade away. Yeah, could be most likely. And also, for this one, the clean-outs continue. We're sending Daniel McStay, Darcy Cameron, Billy Frampton, over to the Bombers in return for picks 28 and 46. This is well and truly looking like the end of an era for Collingwood. We are also sending Jamie Elliott to Brisbane for 38 and 56. Yeah, the rebuild is officially underway at Collingwood. So we're getting life after the veterans. Collingwood are sending Tim Membry. And I think sending Membry over to the Eagles for pick 63. Now for the Dockers. Collingwood are sending Ed Allen. Homesick player. Well, there is a few more pies. So it's basically could be living the Melbourne lifestyle. And also living at Melbourne Demons. Well, they did have Myercheck. It's also, well, Shane White did play for Melbourne before. And also, there's also a few others. We're sending Ed Allen over to the Dockers in return for Sam Sturt, pick 62 and pick 44 and 2 future picks. Sam Sturt could be able to revive his career over at Collingwood. Speaking... Yeah, Sweet Luke's going off right now. He's just seen a lot of good players leave. Collingwood have got 2 future first and a future second to part with. Going to the Gold Coast Suns for Bailey Humphrey. And the forward who has been linked to Collingwood in real life, Ben King. Offer King a 9-year deal. Take him off the trade table. Look at that. I reckon Clahasty will be a huge gamble going to the Pies. This one. I reckon he'll come in the draft. Collingwood are doing a deal with Port Adelaide. We'll send Jacob Ryan, Harvey Harrison, and I reckon maybe Lepeds, Robert Steele. Going to the power for picks 32 and 33. Wait a minute. Another one about to go to Port by McCreary for a future second round pick. Thank you for everything, Bo. Best of luck at Port, Anna. Best of luck at Port. However, Collingwood do keep Woodville West Torrens legend Charlie West. The Magpies will send an unhappy Bobby Hill to the West Coast Eagles for picks 28 and 46. This is going to make Jesse from True Footy very happy, seeing Bobby Hill become an Eagle. That sweet bloke is not going to be very happy to see Bobby Hill leave Collingwood. But for GWS, this could be goodbye to Kieran Briggs for the Giants, as he might be on his way to Collingwood. See if the Magpies could be newly invested with these new players. 9-year contract for. Look at that, Kieran Briggs is off to Collingwood for 9 more years. To be there alongside King, Sturt, and Humphrey. With Bailey Humphrey set to possibly become the new Jamie Elliott at Collingwood. Yeah, they certainly would be calm supporters because Collingwood has lost a lot of good players. But Collingwood may not get in the last life as their new players could turn out to be really good. Well, they might certainly not be laughing anymore as Collingwood might be reuniting the Carey core. They've got the points. They get the draftees. I reckon Shannon Neal will be a good pickup for the Pies. Pick 29, pick 30. Into future second. Going to Collingwood in return for the Carey Grammar Core. It looks like Nick Dacos might be getting the carry call to come to Collingwood of Noah Anderson and Matt Rowell. Definitely, I reckon it'll be a good. Could also get Sam Clahisi to come to the Pies. Basically, under the bare table try to allow Rowan Anderson to become Pies with Sam Clahisi coming to Collingwood. Lockie Schultz. I reckon Noah Anderson and Matt Rowell. They're both going to be looking like the new Scott Pendlebury and Steele side bottom combination for Collingwood. Schultz, Lipinski, and I reckon Will Parker might be on their way to the Saints for 2 first-round draft picks. They certainly weren't at 8 or Red Legs. They were fucking a bit lucky to just beat Sturts. And look at that. Collingwood have just traded Lockie Schultz, Paddy Lipinski, and Will Parker in return for 3 picks and a Woodville West Torrens reunion between Charlie West and his good mate Riley Farmer. That's a great pickup for the Maggies. Trading. Hello, Gold Coast again. We'll give his pick 9 and 10. Justin McAndrew. These pickups that Collingwood's got from Gold Coast, I reckon they might be turning into the Gold Coast Magpies. Possibly a new rival for the Suns. For Gold Coast, basically looking like the Collingwood reserves right now. Definitely. I reckon they're going to win I reckon they'll win flags with yourself and Westy on the roster. Need to get some more defenders. Free agency. Tom Sparrow still available. Hasn't anyone signed him yet? 7-year deal for Sparrow done. Collingwood are already linked with Zach Bailey in real life. 6-year contract. But Collingwood have just also got Zach Bailey. That's going to piss off lot. That is not going to make Carlton fans very happy. As in this next trade. Collingwood are set to send their worst pickup, Jack Buller, to Carlton for picks 29 and 35. As it turns out, the Pies don't really need him. And they've just dumped him to Carlton. And probably almost in return for a packet of chips. There is no way in hell Port Adelaide's losing another number 5. You got it. Collingwood are about to do a deal with Hawthorn. Because Collingwood are about to send Angus Anderson and a bunch of picks. 33, 32, 33, and 41. All just to bring the Chelly man, Jack Ginnivan back to Pie Park to see if he can help them win their second premiership of the decade. Even though he's lost a lot of his old teammates. Yep. Sam Mitchell's not very happy right now because he's lost Ginnivan. So back to Collingwood. Especially now with Sidebottom and Howe basically retired. With pick 15, we've got Cooper Burgess. Pick 36, Collingwood. And the Magpies have just selected Ted Claheisi at pick 36. In a bit of a shock. The Magpies have opted for the first mature age recruit of the draft. Slash someone with AFL experience that early. Yeah, it's not looking good for Hawthorn. Roaming House is not going to be very happy about the Ginnivan loss. In the rookie drafts, Collingwood have just selected Will Phillips with their first rookie draft pick as they welcome him back to the AFL, coming from their VFL program. And in their second pick, Collingwood have opted for Eddie Ford, also from their VFL program. Now, as we move on to the Guernsey numbers, we'll give number 1 to Zach. Yep, they did. I reckon they stripped Sicily off his captaincy. Dan Houston can finally get his signature number 5 back. We'll give Bailey Humphrey number 9. Ben King set to take 36 for the Pies. Matty Ralph, We putting the ball over to 16. Mark Andrews set the number. We'll give him his old number 31 jersey. Lockie Sullivan's agreed to give up. Yeah, 4 brothers are on the same team. They've got the Clahasey boys. They've got the. They might soon reunite the Kings. Briggs is set to get number 22. 24. I think Collingwood retired 22 for Steel Sidebottom. Sturt's got number 6. Sparrow set for 14. Clahesy to get 34. Phillips set for 40. Sam Clahesy to wear 23. No, not 24. We'll give it number 24. Puncher will now wear 23 for Collingwood. Burgess to take 28. And Ford's got 41. Well, we'll give him 42. To become the first Magpie to wear 42 since Darren Mullane in 1991. It'll be the first time in a winner this jersey number, Riley. Looks like this will be the first time we'll see anyone in our lifetime wearing 42 for Collingwood. Darren Mullane was the last one to wear it in 1991. Let's see if 2027 can be the year of the new era. Let's see if the new era Magpies can actually make the finals, let alone win a premiership. Well, so far was looking good until the losses happened. So we're back in 7th, back where we started. So we get a mid-season draft pick. For the midfield. We'll go to go with Jai Clark. He's got the highest potential out there. He'll take 45. It's a draw. Collingwood came so close to winning it for the SCG against Sydney. Round 12, we got Essendon. .5 win over Essendon. I think the Bombers must have got some old Magpies in there. Emmett Stay, Darcy Cameron, And Billy Frampton. Oh my days. They weren't playing good for the Bombers in this game. One of the Cowrie boys, Matt Rowell, just sustained an injury. Sparrow set to be back. So the Magpies got it done by a point. Oh, Lockie Schultz played like an absolute fraud this game for the Saints. Big freeze 13. He kind of got it going into the big freeze with a huge injury list. And the return of Captain Farmer. Magpies get their revenge from that earlier loss against Melbourne. Oh, I think the Demons played. Jack Frisk played in this game for the Demons, but he hasn't done anything that game. Surprised he's still gone. Round 15, we got Geelong. Going into the game without Ben King or Charlie West. Might as well take a gamble and put Hadsky up forward. See if they can do anything for the Pies. This is going to be a massive gamble. Oh, it nearly paid off. Round 17, power at Adelaide Oval. Steen's playing, so is Smith. Might as well put Sam Sturt back in the forward line. Lost to the power at Adelaide Oval. Those injuries are costing us right now. Lucky to get it over the line against North Melbourne. There is some good news. We got some players back. We got Rao back. The bad news is we've got no day costs. At least we got Briggs back. Might as well play Sullivan up forward against the Dogs. See that? Jennifer kicked 3 goals for Collingwood. Doing well in the second stint for the Pies. We've got Will Phillips coming back in. And also making his return, Ben King. Might as well drop Sullivan to, well, accommodate Cochrane playing as well. Collingwood are going back up the ladder. Next round, we got the Gold Coast. The Clahisi brothers are back from injury. So is Sturt. We'll play GF. Oh, no. Ben King's going to be out for a long time. We might play Nick Dacos at full forward. See if he can be our own Patrick Dangerfield. As he can play well up forward for Geelong. Well, it seems Dacos can't play up forward. He'll return to his defence role. We're playing West. He's back from injury. So who is Jenathan? Coming for Long. And it looks like Hawthorn got their revenge against Jenathan. Winning by 20-odd points. Lahisi comes back in for the Pies. Hang on, got to put in Ned Long. Collingwood by 70.1 points against poor old Richmond. We're fourth now. Next round for Collingwood, we've got the high-flying Adelaide. Oh, look at that. Collingwood just gone to Adelaide Oval and left with the points. Next. We got the preliminary final against, I think it's Hawthorn. Harry Demazia's back in. Still waiting for Darcy Moore to return. Done some upgrades. Well, looks like the Collingwood supporters have got the last laugh after those Carson support. After Carson looked like they had the last laugh back in the trade period. The Magpies are in the grand final. We will play Phillips for the GF. Reds. We're going to have Nick Dacos hold up the cup if Collingwood win it. We'll start Briggs in the ruck. Will Collingwood win, or will for the 17th time, or will they choke for the 28th time? As we're going to hand you over to Hutto and the commentary team for the 2027 Grand Final.
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. It's great to have you with us at the MCG. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between Collingwood and Adelaide. It's the best of the best. Winner takes all. A season full of twists and turns comes to its conclusion. Who will be crowned Premier today? The players are ready to charge onto the ground. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
Good to be here, Hutto. I've tipped the Pies. They've been the best side all year, and I think they'll have enough in reserve. That said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this one in the balance late.
Thanks, Harf. Time to find out who's kicking to which end. The Adelaide Crows had a dismal 1-11 record against Collingwood in Melbourne when they met at Docklands in round 2, 2005. With scores level and 3 minutes remaining in the last term, Crows star Andrew McLeod produced a piece of magic on his non-preferred left foot, hard up against the boundary line, under pressure to put the Crows back in front and ultimately secure their first win over the Pies in Melbourne since their back-to-back premiership year of 1998, when they triumphed by 9 points at the MCG. A painfully slow week gives way to a massive roar. The big men fly. Perryman, Clark, Briggs just had to get it out. Anderson, clever kick. Good disciplined defence. Ginnivan, important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. The up calls for the footy close to goal. Rucks go at it. Dawson is there. Stocker, you asked for it, you got it. We will do it all again. Briggs got his palm to it. Clark, he might have thought about hand passing. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. The Pies are doing a good job of locking it in their forward line. Briggs, the winner there. Perryman, can he hit a target? Anyone's ball. Berry leads his opponent. He's drawn a crowd. Both midfields are going to earn their money today.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Greenwood.
It's already looking like this will be a stoppage-heavy game, so it's tailor-made for those who thrive on getting their hands dirty.
Briggs palms it down. Dawson, he's set upon. Something has to give soon.
Thoughts so far, Gaz?
It's too early in the match for there to be anything to analyse, Half. Come on, mate.
Berry will have another ball up. Briggs wins the hit out. Farmer, Rao, stripped of it. That's commitment to the cause. O'Brien leading from the front. Houston got a fist in. Curtin. Neil Bullen. He just dropped it. Millerer. Good looking kick. Rochelle has it within range. The defence has fallen down. Brown is in the clear and marks uncontested.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
He backs himself, but he hasn't hit it well. A behind.
They'll need to clamp down on him. He'll torch him if they keep giving him that sort of space.
Dacos with the footy. Not often you see a forward spoiling the ball. Knew where the help was. Millerer, Berry, under pressure. Couldn't get a disposal. That's a bruising tackle. Attracted a crowd. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. O'Brien wins it down. Dawson. We're still waiting for the quarter's first goal. Briggs with a deft tap. Farmer. Anderson. Spills out in the tackle. Rao. Taken to ground. Showing real strength. Bouncing ball. Can he find a teammate? Millerer spoils. Time to turn on the Jets. We're still waiting for the first goal of the match. Briggs showing his skills. Clark. Rao. Farmer in the right spot. The Pies looking dangerous.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
They're in front, are they? Yes!
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
The first goal was a while coming, but the early signs are we're in for a great contest. Greenwood, sweeping handball. Dawson, is anyone home? He's hit up the lead. Tidy ball. Rochelle, they've worked it well.
I'll be back in front if he can nail it.
There goes the kick. It's online, and they've got their first in the grand final.
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
The Crows in front now. The big men fly. Clark, Farmer, Anderson. Navigated the traffic. Briggs. Here's a chance to get it forward. Gets his kick despite the heat. Worrell tries to spike it out of the danger zone. The umpire circles and decides to ball it up. Can they create a shot on goal from this stoppage? Briggs with the tap. Greenwood absorbs the pressure. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. O'Brien wins the tap. Berry, Greenwood, Dawson just shoveled it out. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Well played. They're moving the footy quickly. Maynard makes good contact. Plenty of heat in this game. Dacos, Bailey with a chance to relieve the pressure. And they're away. Neil Bullen cuts it off. Searching kick. They've got a problem now. Looking to get it down there quickly. Andrew with the big fist. Throws it on the boot. Briggs outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. That's a useful ball. O'Brien affects the turnover. They're tackling with great intent. Briggs gets his hand to it. Clark, Phillips. A quick getaway wasn't possible. They're tackling with venom today. Briggs with the tap. That has to hurt. Dawson, O'Brien, Berry, Rao took him high. Neat little worm burner. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Who's front and centre? Quaynor. They have absolutely spifflicated him. The umpire will have it. The two big men do battle. Perryman, Quaynor, big tackle laid. They've bottled it up. O'Brien with a deft tap. Greenwood throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
The Crows conceded the first, but they've been on top since then. The big men fly. Perryman, Farmer, what can he do with it? Humphrey on a lead, tries a safe ball. West looms large as usual.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
There's 5 points going begging.
Stocker tasked with the kick in. Worrell has charged into space. The Crows showing some good signs early. Fogarty works hard to present. They're moving the footy well here. Thumped away. Charlson in the centre square. Can they get another one? Maynard drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Honours the lead. Careful with the kick. Clark makes position. Rao. Anderson. Good hands. Briggs out of the congestion. Bailey. The defence is disorganised. Humphrey gets on the end of it. That's great footy.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
It's already looking like the grand final we were hoping for. O'Brien with a deft tap. Greenwood, Dawson takes the hand pass. Bennett, he had prior opportunity.
It's a hot footy today.
What's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. Cumming clears the area. Berry, he's been accosted. They've put themselves under pressure. Phillips gets to it first. The fans will be happy to see this. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. O'Brien showing his skills. Dawson in his natural habitat. Phillips read it well and claims the mark. Lace out. Great footy.
Just a question of whether the lead will be 6 points or 1.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
They've set up well for the kick in. The kick is precise. His field kicking is normally first rate. Michelani can keep it moving. Can he hit a target? Houston doing what he does best. Fogarty, this is good ball movement. Takes the logical option. Cook, Berry. Here's a chance. Steadies, fires, and misses.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Dacos goes short with the kick in. That's well played. Good kick. No one can mark. Dawson just had to get it out. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. He's made a bright start. They could be vulnerable here. The defence has fallen down. Punched away. Charlson. Cook snares the loose ball. Curtin. Here's a big chance. Can he take it? No. He's missed.
You have to wonder how paid professionals can miss those sorts of goals.
Dacos to bring it back in. Briggs pushes into space and receives the footy. He's generally a good kick. The Crows with an opportunity now. Ball up in the shadows of quarter time. Murray with a deft tap. Perryman. Clark. He's copped some of his own medicine. Houston has eyes only for the footy. Cook desperate to win it back. Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
1 quarter down. It's been entertaining so far, and there's little in it on the scoreboard. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Pies have to be wondering how on earth they're not in front because they dominated the clearances in the first term. They might need to be more patient with their ball movement because the opposition is well set up behind the ball and they seem comfortable playing the game from their back half. We've got 2 different styles at play and it'll be interesting to see which one prevails.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Good ruck work. Perryman. Solid tackle. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Briggs gets his hand to it. Rao squeezes the kick. Bennett went bang. Briggs wins the hard ball. Bailey. He's stopped in his tracks. That's a waste. Can he find a teammate? Murray all on his own. He's been quiet. Berry dangerous to leave on his own. Curtin is the target and he marks.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
Couldn't possibly miss. Oh, wow, there you go. He's hit the post.
Sometimes, the less said, the better.
Dacos with the footy. Can you believe it? He's given it straight back in front of goal.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
This time, maybe. No.
It's a let-off. He should have put that one away.
Dacos tasked with the kick in. Briggs working hard and being rewarded. The Pies might be about to start something. Long with a chance to run. He's hit up the lead. Clever kick. What's he got on offer? Rao manages to get off a handball. Long with time. This is promising. West marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Will they try something different this time? Worrell has found some space. A chance to clear now. Good thinking and good execution too. The Crows look well drilled. That sloppy play and it could come back to bite. Phillips, Houston, Briggs. Humphrey is the man on the spot and he's marked.
For lead change number 6.
This would put them in front, but he's made a meal of it. He might rue that.
They've got to start making these opportunities count.
Takes the short option from the kick in. Michelani, and they're out of trouble. Quality delivery by foot. Fogarty gives it everything. Quaynor got a fist in. Look at him go. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Farmer thought his way through it. Clark working hard and presenting well. He might have thought about the corridor. That's not a good kick. Murray, Dawson, an ill-directed hand pass. They cannot keep him quiet. Manages to find a teammate. Dishes it off. Dematia, boot to ball just in time. Terrific forward pressure, harassed into an error. No two ways about that one. Who's at home? Bailey can just about finish it himself. Good work rate. Golden opportunity here.
The crowd will tell the story.
He's completely shanked it. He gets a point for it, but I'm not sure he deserves one.
I think he was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
He's off. That's a useful ball. The kick was centimetre perfect. Have they weathered the storm? And they're away. The Crows are out of trouble. Normally delivers. Fogarty has got loose. Michelani getting involved. Foot race on the wing. Long mops that one up. Rao has worked hard to present. Tries a safe ball. Alarm bells are ringing. Drives it deep. Phillips can go back and put them in front. He will surely make this count.
A straight kick here and they'll be in front.
Touch and go. It's go.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
The Pies in front, middle stages, second quarter. O'Brien smashes it out of there. Dawson, how will the umpire see this? Greenwood, O'Brien hacking it forward. Brown drops into the hole and marks.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
He should be able to give them the lead, but that is not a good kick. He's missed.
He really should have capitalised on that, but not to be.
Dacos brings it back in. Rochelle with the big fist. Going at his second. One behind only.
The way they're going, they just about needed in the goal square to be sure of kicking a goal.
Dacos to bring it in. Honours the lead. Sizes up what's ahead. Rao works hard to present. Quaynor, he's caught. You have to be tough to play this game. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Long, Dacos running in support. Briggs, they've worked it well. Dematia kicks to space. Good disciplined defence. Big tackle laid. They're tackling with great intent. O'Brien punches it out of the ruck. I felt that one from here. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
What's he got on offer? Worrell with another spoil. No easy exit. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Briggs has probably got the points at this stage. Dacos. Boot, ball, goal!
If he wasn't such a big ball winner, he'd make a very good forward. He's certainly got great goal sense.
They've got their tails up now. Briggs with a deft tap. Dematia, long, met solidly. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Briggs has had his measure today. Dematia, long, under pressure. There'll be a few feeling sore after this match.
The Crows have been pressuring their opposition into plenty of mistakes, but they've been inefficient themselves, so they haven't got the rewards they arguably deserve.
Worrell with a terrific mark deep in defence. Tidy ball. That's well played. Little one to half back. The kick is precise. Handball off was good. He's got an option in the centre square. Bennett! Great body work. Worrell, Greenwood. This is promising. Rochelle might be just outside his range. He's set upon. No leniency from the umpire there.
He's having a word with the umpire, and he may just have a point.
Andrew, he's gone. Rao Will the umpire pluck a free kick? They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Briggs has got on top. The Pies under great pressure. He's been busy so far. The ump's not feeling forgiving today.
Assuming it wasn't a skill error, that wasn't well disguised.
Rochelle! That's a big play.
He'll fancy his chances.
Steadies, delivers, and back they come.
That's why they want the ball in his hands.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Dacos, good vision there. Dematia, it's no place for the faint-hearted. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Murray showing his skills. Greenwood, Berry, he's wrapped up. Well-weighted kick. The Crows moving the ball well. They'll compete inside the 50. Quaynor takes the short option. Rao, that's good work rate. Doesn't often waste it. Andrew had his name written all over it. Can he find a teammate? Ginnivan in the clear. Clever kick. They've turned it over. His field kicking is normally first rate. They've opened them up here. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Neil Bullen wins a hard ball. They're tackling with venom today. Briggs punches it out of the ruck like Batman and Robin. Cochrane on a lead. Humphrey can keep it moving. Can he impose himself on the match? Laird makes good contact. That can't not be a free. Chips to half-back. Cumming will tidy up. Kicks to centre wing. Charlson all on his own. Into the middle with the kick. Phillips, when one tackle just won't do. Bailey just had to get it out. Cochrane, he's been quiet. Dematia, he's so good in close. Humphrey, he's tugged it. Half-time, and we have a close one on our hands. Just what most of us wanted. Well, the neutrals among us anyway. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Crows came in knowing that they needed to apply great pressure, and they've done that so far. Has it come at the cost of their own ability to score, though? I get the feeling they're going to need to be a bit braver with ball in hand if they're to cause an upset.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. The two big men do battle. Berry, he'll be sore in the morning. The Pies won't mind this. They've smashed them in the clearances. Briggs with the tap. Dematia. Farmer runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Good thinking and good execution too. Hits the deck. Missed opportunity. Not his best. Ginnivan. Right place, right time. Goal.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Pies have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Briggs showing his skills. Long, Farmer, Anderson takes the hand pass, throws it on the boot. Michelini gets the kick away. Worrell, that's skillful. He's hit up the lead. Can they get something going? They might be out here. Probing ball. Charlson has found some space. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Rochelle couldn't haul that one in. Hasn't seen a lot of it. An untidy passage of play. Berry, Greenwood, knew the tackle was coming. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Murray showing his skills. Greenwood, Berry. Bennett, he's run into trouble. You asked for it, you got it. Ball up, the defenders will need to be on guard. Briggs gets his hand to it. Farmer is there. Spent what he didn't have. Bailey, Cochrane, keen to keep it moving. They take the advantage. West appreciates that delivery.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
This time, perhaps. No. If he fell out of a boat, he'd miss the water right now.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Laird, tasked with the kick in. Can't take it. Curtin thought his way through it. Well played. Tries a safe ball. Greenwood has charged into space. Searching kick. Briggs, again with a superior judgment, decides to go. He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
Charlson makes position. Rochelle has got loose. Bennett, Neil Bullen. He hasn't kicked a goal today, and he still hasn't.
If they lose this match, bad kicking at goal will be the #1 reason.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Rao working hard and being rewarded. Sparrow. Good looking kick. They're moving the footy well here. Normally delivers. Bailey. What's he got on offer? Picking their way through. Michelini clears the area. Greenwood. He's kicked it the wrong way. In no man's land. Worrell. The Pies guarding the corridor. The coach will start pulling out hair in a minute. They're a big chance here. Worrell made the footy his. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Steen continues to have his way. Long, Farmer couldn't get an effective disposal. Good handball. He's stopped in his tracks. It's not been his day, that's for sure. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Anderson. Boot, ball, goal!
Good teams need goal-kicking midfielders, and he's certainly one of those.
The Pies have made a hot start to the second half. O'Brien looking for territory. Perryman. The fans will be happy to see this. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. O'Brien with a deft tap. Dawson. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Rao. Phillips. Marks. Will he go the bomb? The Pies are playing like winners. He's drawn a crowd. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Good ruck work. Long with an opportunity. He's kicked a goal.
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
The Pies have one hand on the cup. Steen is teaching him a lesson. Long, Farmer. How will the umpire see this? We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Steen looking for territory. Perryman, Rao, Cochrane working hard and presenting well. They can smell victory. Phillips is the man on the spot and he's marked. Humphrey has a way of drawing the footy.
The Pies have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Humphrey, you know what's coming. He punches it through and they are flying.
They've risen to the challenge and are playing inspired football.
The Pies have got away. Steen, he's worth his weight in goal. Perryman. Worrell, that's confidence for you, not going with the spoil. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Bennett, dangerous to leave on his own. Neil Bullen works hard to present. This is good ball movement. Bennett. The Crows have been out of sorts, and the kick inside 50 lets them down. The Pies are playing some great footy. Berry was committed to the contest. Heads long towards goal. He's got the distance, but not the accuracy.
Doesn't exactly encourage the midfielders to work harder.
Dacos goes short with the kick in. That's well played. In no hurry here. Quaynor can't mark. Fogarty runs onto it. Maynard tries to spike it out of the danger zone. He had no interest in taking any chances.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Dacos brings it back in. Quality delivery by foot. Finds himself in space. Cochrane just shoveled it out. Not on my watch, he says. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. O'Brien, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. They need a spark. Dacos absorbs the pressure. Maynard, can he hit a target? Dangerous spot for a loose ball. He's kicked a goal.
The Crows are not out of this by any stretch of the imagination.
The Crows need to follow that goal up. The big men fly. Greenwood, Dawson delivers it inside 50. Maynard doing what he does best. Thilthorpe onto the non-preferred. Who's got the wheels? Anderson gets back and should repel. Long gathers. They cannot keep him quiet. Keane, we've seen that before. Taken to ground. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. O'Brien gets his hand to it. Dawson, he's been a shining light. Cops some unwanted attention. Houston handballs it to nobody. Briggs. Michelini in the centre square. Miller, was that a throw? Had some assistance. This is promising. DeMartia. Clark throws it on the boot. Steen! That's a big play.
He's been busy setting up goals for teammates. Now he'd love one for himself.
No problems there.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
Well, if they weren't concerned before, they should be now. Briggs is giving him a bath. Clark, DeMartia, probing ball. Steen is in the clear and marks uncontested.
The crowd will tell the story.
A chance to extend the margin, but alas, he has hit the post.
It's a let-off. He should have put that one away.
Stocker to bring it in. Greenwood getting back to help the defenders. Umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Briggs slaps it out. Farmer, Humphrey, important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. DeMartia, all on his own.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
The Crows are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from them.
The Crows look at breaking point. Briggs has had his measure today. Clark, Farmer, DeMartia. You can see their confidence growing. Worrell, little wonder halfback, honours the lead. Can he impose himself on the match? Briggs takes an excellent grab. Another forward 50 entry. Ginnivan. He's kicked a goal.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Pies are playing supreme footy at the moment. Can they keep it going? DeMartia, Farmer, good tackle. Kicks to space. Dacos, Clark with time. The Crows are chasing tail. Bailey can go back and shoot at goal.
The Pies are keen to make the absolute most of this, and why not?
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has!
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The Pies have got a stranglehold on this match. Briggs has rucked tirelessly. Clark, Farmer. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Ginnivan, they're irrepressible at the moment. It pitches near the 50. Who has the numbers? Gets the kick away. The Crows kept pace for a while, but fell away in that quarter, and they have it all to do in the last half hour. Time to check in with Gary.
The Crows are getting smashed in clearance and contested ball, and you are never going to win a game of footy with that profile. They've been flat-footed and reactive, and it's put their defence under all sorts of pressure. It's time to really get to work and try to salvage something from this match.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. The big men fly. Greenwood, Dawson, Berry, terrific tackle. Can they get themselves a consolation prize? He's set upon. Great tackling technique there. O'Brien, a rare win. Greenwood looking to peg one back. Good disciplined defence. Thilthorpe, Greenwood met solidly when one tackle just won't do. We'll have another ball up.
How's it look down there, Gary?
Defenders have to be totally focused. Any lapse in concentration is likely to be punished.
Rao. Stocker making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. You can't question his commitment. Greenwood, that's good work rate. Bennett has pushed deep and can have a shot. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin.
It's been a dark day, but that was a more positive passage of play, and it should result in a goal.
For a flying start to the term, it's online. He's drilled it.
They've got one back. More needed, of course, but we're seeing some good signs.
There's one crack papered over. Briggs. This is getting monotonous. DeMartia. Ginnivan. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. The two big men do battle. Farmer. Clark. Drives it inside the forward 50. That's a strong mark.
He's batting at 100% so far.
Set sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
That passage of play deserved a goal, but not to be.
Trying to catch them out. Can they get something going? Stocker with a chance to run. He's hit up the lead. He hasn't been himself today. Murray, Fogarty. Doesn't often waste it. DeMartia wins it back. Great mark. Clark all alone in the centre square. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Taking out some frustration possibly. Stocker, Dawson, Murray getting involved. They've put themselves under pressure. Rao has it within range. What's he got on offer? That's a useful ball. Farmer takes a beauty. In he goes.
To finish off the good work.
He's had a day out. Can he cap it off with a goal? No. It's into the post.
Did all the hard work only to let himself down with a kick.
Laird to bring it in. Curtin. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Good work rate. Tidy ball. Fogarty. Cook is released by the handball. Charlson can keep it moving. Well done. O'Brien. Dawson. The defence has fallen down. Cook marks. That's hard to stop. He's been quiet. Defence 101 there. Neil Bullen, he's under close attention, gets his kick despite the heat. Cook with an opportunity. He's given it a tug and missed.
You can understand him taking the shot given the lack of opportunities they've had.
Back into play. He had one job and he made a meal of it.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
Heads towards goal. It's a chance. No. It's found its way into the post.
You can't afford to miss gettable shots against a good side when you're already behind.
Dacos with the footy. Briggs works hard to present. Normally delivers. The Pies are out of trouble. Briggs, that's skillful. Michelini got a fist in. Clark closed him down. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Same old, same old. DiMattia, he'll be sore in the morning. There was no way past that tackle, and we'll have another stoppage. Briggs, he's worth his weight in gold. Can he find a teammate? Ginnivan got to the right position and hung on. Anderson, they've worked it well. They have absolutely spifflicated him. The Pies won't mind this. They've smashed them into clearances. O'Brien wins it. Berry, Dawson. He's everywhere at the moment. Quality delivery by foot. Conservative kick. Charlson has got loose. Fogarty, Briggs, lays it off. Anderson, Ginnivan, towards the goal mouth. Which way will it bounce? Clark, he's got it.
I think the 3 votes might just be heading his way.
This is how you play a grand final. O'Brien gets his hand to it. Just shoveled it out. Perryman in the right spot at the right time. Good thinking and good execution too. Bailey, he's plucked it and should have a shot. They're playing with purpose and poise. Humphrey on the end of it. They are cutting them up with their ball movement.
To put the icing on the cake.
They don't come easier.
What they wouldn't give for an extra big body down there.
The Crows might need to crack open plan C in a minute. The big men fly. Greenwood, Dawson is cool under pressure. Berry, O'Brien farms it out. Manages to get off a handball. Dawson, he might have thought about hand passing. I've liked his game today. Cochrane is there to thwart that play. That's a well-placed kick. Miller clears the area. Curtin, who's at home? Bennett has a way of drawing the footy.
Would be an understatement to say they need this.
Looking to pull one back. That won't do it.
Always unlikely from there, but he is capable.
Dacos tasked with the kick in. Berry, he can make them pay royally.
He's been inaccurate today. Can he make amends here?
They desperately need a goal. He should kick it. He hasn't kicked it.
Doesn't exactly encourage the midfielders to work harder.
Dacos goes short with the kick in. Gee, they're playing well. They're a delight to watch. Honours the lead. Good hands. Andrew, he ran into a brick wall. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Briggs, it's been a mighty performance. Clark, Farmer can run with the footy. The Pies have winners everywhere. Humphrey at centre half forward. They're irrepressible at the moment. Steen has found some space.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
He's off. Moving the footy laterally. Keane working hard and presenting well. The kick is precise. Curtin has charged into space. He's had little impact so far. Murray on a lead. This is much better. Who's front and centre? He didn't break stride. It's not a fair fight. That can only be holding the ball.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
They desperately need a goal. Cochrane went bang. Miller. He's blazed away. Quaynor doing what he does best. Rushed over and they can reset.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Back into play. Bailey has found some space. Waiting for someone to come at him. That's an impressive mark. The Crows forcing them out wide. In no man's land. He's generally a good kick. Dacos. We've seen that before. Berry. He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
The Crows have obviously had a tough day, but that was much better play.
The Crows get themselves a late consolation prize. Briggs, just for something different. Clark, Farmer. He just keeps racking up disposals. They're a pleasure to watch. They've picked their way through. Murray couldn't get an effective disposal. He's kicked it like an arrow.
Everyone dreams of playing this well in a grand final. It's been a phenomenal performance.
The sting's well and truly gone out of this one. McAndrew, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Berry, a quick getaway wasn't possible. The umpire calls for it as full-time approaches. Briggs has been dominant in the ruck. Farmer, Clark, dishes it off. Long, this deserves a goal. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
They get full value for a deep entry.
He managed to find some space.
There we are. Looks like Collingwood are the 2027 premiers.
Confirmation at last of what we all knew for some time. A magnificent performance culminates in a premiership for this wonderful team. What stood out to you today, Huff?
The Pies really turned it on today on the biggest stage. They had winners everywhere. Their teamwork was exemplary, and I don't think this result was in any doubt at any point. If it wasn't a complete performance, it was so close it doesn't matter, and they are fully deserving of the spoils.
Thanks for those insights, Huff, and for your input today.
And that's the end of this Collingwood Rebuild. Next up is the Tigers.